Hey, welcome back to Soul Whispers Tarot. I'm Karen. Today's reading is this person's true feelings for you at this time. If you would like to receive more detailed information about what's coming up in your future, tap the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. So in today's reading we have 3 sets of cards, and set of cards number 1 is the candles, set of cards number 2 is the gingerbread house, and set of cards number 3 is the Christmas bell. So take some time to tune into the energies of the cards. Sit back, relax, get cozy and comfortable. Take a few deep breaths if you need to. You can pause the video right now, but I'll also leave a few quiet moments here as well. Okay, so let's look into the messages that we have for you. Welcome to set of cards number 1. You've chosen the Christmas candle. So how does this person truly feel about you at this time? We're going to be looking into the tarot and some messages cards today, so stay tuned because a lot of information is going to come through. Hey, welcome to this mini reading as the holiday season is approaching rapidly. I'm extremely busy. My son has broken up from school now, so I wanted to get a little reading out there for you. You know, I wanted to post something before Christmas, but it's going to be shorter than my usual readings, but I'll be going straight back to normal readings after Christmas. So I hope you have a really amazing Christmas. So I'm going to start off with the tarot cards. This is messages from your person. How do they really feel about you at this time? Page of Pentacles in reverse. 9 of Wands in reverse. And Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so interesting. This person has struggled to come forward and feel good enough in the past. They've had lots of walls up, lots of barriers up. They have trust issues. They feel threatened by the connection. They feel intimidated by you. They may have trust issues. Sometimes this card shows a wolf trying to penetrate through these wands, like the barrier he's created. So, you know, they may feel like you're... It reminds me of Little Red Riding Hood because he's wearing the red as well, where she goes home and grandma's really the wolf in disguise. So this person may have some trust issues. They may fear that you're not exactly what you're making out you are on the surface. You know, they may have got a wrong first impression of you, or they may have heard gossip. If there's a lot of people involved, they may have heard gossip and rumours in some cases. But whatever struggles they have had, when the time is right, they will come forward with a tangible offer. They will create this new beginning with you and offer you something real. Let's pull some messages cards. How they really feel about you at this time. What's going on with them and your connection. Okay, you've got to keep living your life. I'd hate to think you missed out because you were waiting for me. Okay, so this person loves you enough to want you to be happy. That is a good thing. It may seem like they're pushing you away, they don't care, they're not coming forward right now, but they want you to keep living your life. They want you to be happy. They don't want you to put your life on hold for them. They may realise that things could never work out if you are placing your happiness on their shoulders. So they want you to do that healing work. They want you to be happy in the present moment. And like I said, I do feel when the time is right, they will come forward and offer you something real. There's a gateway here, and you'll be moving through that new door, that new opportunity together. Yeah, this person has been struggling. It's like with the Page of Pentacles in reverse, it goes really well with this message here. I've been hinting to you about my feelings because I'm afraid I'll be rejected. So yeah, that's why it's struggle, your connection has struggled to get off the ground, because they've been hinting. They've been sort of reaching out, but they haven't been direct. They've been trying to show you how they feel without actually telling you. They may have been communicating with you online, but when it's face to face, they're running away, feeling incredibly insecure, self-conscious, something like that. And, you know, they will gain the courage eventually to come forward and be clear. This is like the sun. There's all these rays here of light. They're going to shine their light. They're going to be their truth. They're going to be in their confidence as well, because that is like the solar plexus chakra, confidence, self-esteem. And the sun is the divine masculine energy, taking action. Wow. So you've shared many past lives together, because we have past life karma is causing a deep rejection fear within me that I'm not even consciously aware of. So you've shared many past lives together, many things have happened, you've rejected them, they've rejected you, there've been abandonment wounds, maybe both of you have died at different times in different lifetimes, all kind of things like that. So that fear of rejection and abandonment has bled through from those past lives. So, but in both of your subconscious, but maybe more intensely in this person's subconscious, they have that fear that it's not going to work out, you're going to leave them again. And so they're trying to protect their heart, but they're not even consciously aware of that. You see deeply into me and it scares the hell out of me. So this is like a double-edged sword, because a part of them really loves you, and because you do see into them, you see beyond their masks and the walls. I feel like this is someone who is shy. They're in their shell. You see through the shell. You're trying to coax them out of their shell. It may be very frustrating, a long process. And yeah, but the fact that you do see deeply into them is what makes them feel so connected to you. But yeah, at the same time, they've gone through their life trying to hide aspects of themselves that they're not loving about themselves. And so it makes them feel very intimidated. You are helping them to love the parts of themselves that they don't love, because you love them just the way they are. I lied to you because I was scared of losing you, but had karma to settle elsewhere. Okay, so you may have had to move on from this person because maybe you realized that they had lied to you, they'd been deceptive in some kind of way. Maybe it is to do with a third party situation in terms of another partner. Maybe they got with someone or were already with someone and they kept that from you. Or they just lied. It could be more general than that. It could be that they lied by wearing a mask and they were trying to pretend to be something that they're not, because they feared losing you if they were their true self. Again, a reflection of them trying to hide and not loving and accepting a part of themselves. But they had karma to settle, self-love to learn. Whoops. Yeah, I showed you from the start that I couldn't be there for you. Please don't blame me now because you ignored that truth. Okay, so there's been an element where this person was emotionally unavailable, or maybe even physically unavailable as well. And you kind of knew that deep down from the start, but maybe you tried to do a lot of things to try and change this person or change their mind or get them to come closer and commit to you. And maybe you're feeling like really heartbroken and that it's so personal if this person still isn't at that place where they can fully be there for you. And they feel like you're blaming them even though it was kind of clear in some way at the beginning. Or maybe they showed you from the start that they weren't there for you. Then maybe they put on a mask to try and sort of be there for you, even though deep down they felt like they couldn't be. Something like that has created a lot of heartbreak recently between you both. I thought I could run away from my healing work. Instead, I ran into so much drama that I'm forced to heal myself. So yeah, this person may have run off to be with someone else because they were basically running away from themselves. They were afraid you would reject them, but really they were rejecting themselves. So they ran away. They didn't feel good enough, and they ran into a dramatic, drama-filled relationship, a karmic relationship in some cases. Let's look at the Romance Angels Oracle cards. Codependency. So it could be that they're in a codependent relationship with someone else. It could be that there's wounds here, like childhood wounds or inner child wounds, where both of you have kind of looked outside of self to the other person for that love and that approval and validation outside of self. So it's like a fear-based bond. Not completely, but this codependency has been an aspect. You may have had to go through a separation in order to release that codependency, to have that self-love, to realize it wasn't personal. If this person was unavailable, they have a lot of inner child wounds too. And you're both reflecting that. Deception, yeah. This is interesting though. It says someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship, but they're both wearing masks. So yeah, I feel like both of you, whether you realized it or not, were wearing a mask to try and win the other person over or keep them in your life. But wearing the mask is kind of running away. Both of you are kind of chasing each other with a mask, but also you're both a runner, like fears of being truly vulnerable, being your true selves, having some kind of safety barrier up all the time, just in case, you know, you felt rejected by the other person. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So you feel a lot of passion with each other. This person wants to really embrace you. There may have been a tendency to kind of get caught up in like fantasies, daydreaming, thinking about the future. Maybe you had like really poetic like kind of conversations, but these masks were keeping you apart in some kind of way. And I basically feel like you're in this process of healing the masks and learning to love yourselves, and then you will align with each other from a much more authentic place. If you really want to know in depth how this person truly feels about you, please check out my Dear Beloved message readings. They're $11.11. They're not personal readings, but basically I created a really powerful oracle deck where I channeled messages from the Divine Masculine Collective. So when you book a reading, I pull out a card for you and I email you the very in-depth description of the card, which is about 1,000 words in length. Please, I can't speak. Please check your junk mail as well, because I have to resend quite a few because they've gone into people's junk mail and they've missed it. So please check those out. The details are below this video in the description box, and please subscribe to my channel as well if you haven't already. Tap the bell icon, turn on all notifications, and that way you'll be notified every time I release a new reading. Thank you so much for joining me here. I really do appreciate it. Take care. Bye. Welcome to set of cards number 2. You've chosen the gingerbread house. So how does this person truly feel about you at this time? We're going to look into the tarot and some messages cards today, so stay tuned because a lot of information is going to come through. Welcome to this mini reading. This is how does this person truly feel about you right now. The reason it's a mini reading is because it's nearly Christmas. My son's broken up from school today, and so I'm really busy right now. So I just really wanted to have another reading before Christmas for you. And yeah, I'll be going back to my normal format after Christmas. So thank you so much for joining me here. So how does this person truly feel about you at this time? The Tower, the Two of Wands, King of Swords. That's a great card to come out. Okay. So, Tower card, some kind of comfort zone that needs to be overcome. This person, they're unhappy in their current circumstances, they're feeling really unfulfilled, and they're thinking about you from afar. They're daydreaming, fantasizing, they're thinking, how can I have this passionate new beginning? One of these wands is bolted to the wall, so they're kind of feeling stuck almost within that tower, because this kind of looks like it would be like the top of the tower. But they're holding on to the other wand, so that's like holding on to the Ace of Wands, wanting a passionate new beginning. There could be a long distance for some of you, not necessarily. This is saying they're just feeling unhappy in their current circumstances. They want to come out of their current life situation and be with you. A Tower moment has happened or will happen. They could be in an unhappy relationship in some cases, not necessarily. This could be their comfort zone, the walls that they have up around themselves, the masks. Look, there's a crown here. This is like the crown chakra, awakening. And so I feel like this person's gone through an awakening, and now they find themselves in unhappy circumstances in their day-to-day life because they're no longer resonating with their old life. They want a brand new beginning with you, basically. And so they've raised their vibration, and so that's created this spark. This is like the divine stepping in. You know, lightning, simply put, is when there's hot and cold air. So it's like the old them and the new them cannot coincide, and so it's created this spark to break down whatever is holding them in the 3D and their old circumstances. This could be, there's been a Tower moment between both of you. Maybe this person was daydreaming from afar, but they were still staying in their comfort zone. They were staying in that tower behind their mask, behind the walls. But at the same time, they were still wanting to manifest a new beginning. So they were sort of had these opposing energies. Again, the opposing energies cannot coexist. So the universe stepped in, broke down the blocks. It may appear that your connection has broken down, but really it's a comfort zone. Some kind of unhealthy dynamic is broken down, so you can rebuild your connection again out in the open. This person is seeing clearly now. King of Swords, they're going to express their truth to you. They're going to be strong, victorious, cutting the ties to anything that's been holding them back. Really coming forward, really being that divine masculine, taking that action. There's butterflies on here as well, which is that transformation and ending of the old in order for a new beginning to occur with you both. Okay. How do they feel about you at this time? Okay, so we have you and I are like a ball of wool. You're one end of the string and I the other, but we're a tangled mess. Okay, so I feel like this person's had a lot of stuff going on in their life that they need to cut those ties with. This could indicate that you are twin flames, because this was my analogy for twin flames, basically. Like, you're the same piece of string. The divine masculine is one end of the string, the divine feminine polarity is the other end, but in the middle there's all this tangled mess. There's like karma to be healed and released. This person, I feel, does need to release themselves from a toxic situation, whether it's with someone else or whether it's like in their own mind, like self-esteem issues. I miss what we had in the past. I often reminisce about those times. So yeah, they're thinking about you all the time, even when they're kind of feeling stuck in an unhealthy or unhappy situation. They want that reconciliation with you. You see deeply into me and it scares the hell out of me. Okay, so yeah, this is why they had the tower, their walls, their masks. You see into them like no other. There's parts of themselves that they need to learn to love and accept, and they need to have that self-love, because without that self-approval, they're afraid that you won't approve of them and that you will reject them. So they love that you see deeply into them. It makes them feel extremely connected to you, but at the same time, it scares the hell out of them because they aren't loving or accepting many parts of themselves which they're trying to hide from the world. And you see right through them, and you see those aspects of them. But I feel like you're helping them to learn to love those aspects of themselves they're struggling to embrace. I'm sorry, but I'm simply not as perfect as you are hoping. So this person feels as though you may be in love with a fantasy you projected onto them, or they feel pressured, like they feel like you have expectations that they don't feel they can live up to at this time. Yeah, I keep my distance, so you stay holding on to me. They may feel most reassured when you're chasing them, or they feel like, because they're wearing that mask, if you come closer, you will see those parts of themselves that they're trying to hide from the world, and you'll reject them. So they want to get close, but they're just so fearful that if they do, you won't like what you see. It's not just down to my free will. So that's really interesting. This is saying it's about the law of attraction. It's about both of you needing to learn like self-love within, so then it can manifest as a healthy relationship on the outside. It's talking about divine timing, things that you both need to heal and awaken to within yourselves as individuals. So let's look into the Romance Angels Oracle cards. Yeah, look, love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. And I don't mean that as like sexual attraction. I'm taking that to mean that law of attraction. You can attract this love with each other. This one's calling out to me. But you need to love yourselves first. That's why it's not just down to this person's free will. You may think that this person just has to choose to be with you, make it happen, take that action, and then you'll be together. But it's about that energy, the energetic dynamic, the need for you both to love yourself first, because you can't have a healthy intimate relationship if you haven't had that love, and you love the intimate aspects of your true self within. Reconciliation, you know, this was sticking out of the deck. It really wanted to come out. Someone from your past is returning to your life. When the time is right, you will have a reunion with this person. Engagement, your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So when you have that reconciliation, when this person comes back into your life, you may literally be getting engaged, or it's just saying that your love life, your connection is ascending to a high level of commitment with each other. That's really, really amazing and really beautiful. If you want to know really in depth how this person truly feels about you, please check out my Dear Beloved message readings. They're $11.11, that's US dollars. And they're not personal readings, but basically I created a really powerful oracle deck where I channeled messages from the Divine Masculine Collective. So when you book a reading, I choose a card for you and I email you the very in-depth description of the card, which is about 1,000 words in length in general. Please remember to check your junk mail. I have to resend some of them because they fall into people's junk mail and they miss them. So please keep an eye out for them. I have amazing reviews click on the link below this video. Again, they're called the Dear Beloved Message Readings. Please subscribe to my channel as well if you haven't already. I'm really aiming for that 200,000 K subscribers. And if you do subscribe, please tap the bell icon, turn on all notifications, and that way you'll be notified every time I release a new reading. Thank you so much for joining me here. Have an amazing holiday season, and I'll be back with my normal format of readings after Christmas. So take care. Bye. Welcome to set of cards number 3. You've chosen the Christmas bell. So what is this person's true feelings for you at this time? We're going to find out by looking into the tarot and some messages cards today. So stay tuned because a lot of information is going to come through. Hey, so today we have a mini reading, and it's literally just because Christmas is rapidly approaching and I'm super busy at this time. I'll be back after Christmas with my normal format of reading. So I hope you're really looking forward to the holiday season and that you have a really amazing holiday break as well. So this reading is, how does this person feel about you at this time? The Magician in reverse. The Five of Pentacles. The Empress in reverse. Okay, so I feel that this person has been deceptive with you. The Magician in reverse is like smoke and mirrors. Someone trying to put on an act, someone trying to put on a show, caused you to walk away, caused you to feel heartbroken, caused you to feel like you could no longer just put up with this and be open-hearted and just continue to be patient. There may have been a parent-child dynamic here. You may have been like the mother kind of role, because I'm seeing a mother and a child here again with the Five of Pentacles. So you both have a lot of like wounds, like inner child wounds. But I feel like this person, they were trying to create a relationship with you, and they're still trying to do that, I'm feeling. But the Magician in reverse, it's like they weren't being forthcoming, they weren't being authentic, you know. They were being manipulative in some kind of way, trying to create something with you, but by taking a shortcut, or maybe it could be having their cake and eating it, like they wanted to be with you, but at the same time they wanted something else or someone else, or they wanted to stay in their comfort zone. They didn't want to put in the effort. They may have been trying to make out they're more confident than what they are, you know, like a magician obviously would have to be very confident. It's making me think of, you know, those magicians in restaurants or in pubs where they come around and they try to show you a few tricks. You know, they have to be very confident in talking to people and putting on their little show kind of thing. So yeah, smoke and mirrors. It could be that they gave you false promises, like they were promising you things which they wanted to happen, but it wasn't the right time for them. They weren't ready. They were more like this wounded person. They felt you were too good for them, because this is about a stark contrast. There's the homeless people, and then inside this building there would be people who are very rich, abundant, in the warmth. They're in like the freezing cold conditions. So this person may have been very depressed, but they're trying to hide that. You know, this deception doesn't necessarily have to be that they're a bad person or they're being manipulative to trick you on purpose kind of thing. It could be that, you know, take whatever resonates, but it could be they're just trying to live up to your expectations, but they feel like they can't by being their true self, so they try to be something they're not. You had to walk away though. You felt like things were going in circles, they weren't progressing. Maybe you've withdrawn like that patience, that compassion, that nurturing. And I feel like that may be needed, because this person, they feel left out in the cold, but they're walking towards you now. Maybe they weren't before. Maybe they were stuck going in those circles. This is saying they have all the potential to heal themselves and be what they want to be and need to be in order to have this amazing relationship with you. So how are they feeling about you at this time? I'm always talking about you to my friends. Okay, so this person, they're thinking about you all the time. They can't stop talking about you. I feel like their insecurities lead them to sort of seek validation and reassurance from their friend. Like they'll be telling their friends about something that happened between you, and they'll be like trying to decode what that meant, how you feel about them, and you know, asking what their friends think about that. We both have so much to learn and experience on other paths. We will always be connected though. So yeah, there is this sense of separation has had to occur because you both had karma, you both had awakening, self-love to experience and achieve as individuals before you can align with each other. They're longing for you very much at this time. I can't bear this longing. So they just want that reconciliation. They want you back. They want you to be open-hearted to them still, to be kind and nurturing and patient, but you know, follow your own intuition. You've got to do what feels right for you. I feel like you want me to be responsible for your happiness. This could be mirrored between you both. Like I said, I feel like there's a parent, well, there has been a parent-child dynamic. Like they were basing their self-esteem and their self-worth on how you were with them. What you thought of them could be the same for you as well. So the separation was needed in order for you to both be responsible for your own emotional well-being and self-esteem within. I was so scared you would reject the real me and leave me, so I put on a mask and felt I could never take it off again. So that is that magician in reverse, wearing a mask, feeling like the real them would not be good enough for you. You would just reject them. And so they were deceptive. They tried to pretend to be something they thought you would want or need them to be, but you just needed them to be their true self. I need to learn these lessons for myself. Okay, so yeah, definitely a parent-child dynamic. You may have been trying to help them learn these things that they needed to learn. There needed to be that separation for you both to heal and grow on your own, because they became too codependent upon you, I feel. Because it's like you became their crutch. This person needs to walk on their own 2 feet for a while, so you can have an equal, balanced relationship of 2 mature individuals. Whoa. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So both of you may have been kind of worrying about the past too much, or worrying about the future, or daydreaming too much, or thinking of the future, or reminiscing about the past. But to me, this is like the law of attraction. You need to be in the present moment. You need to be present, because if you're not in the present moment, then you cannot manifest that presence, that true presence with another, if that makes sense. Be in the present moment to attract union in the present moment. You deserve love. You are lovable. So yeah, this is about that self-worth, that self-love, knowing that you deserve love. Cultivating that within, and that will manifest it on the outside as well. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. So this to me is like the need for you both to free yourself from those stories that we subconsciously attach to our experiences, or the stories of who we are, as in, I'm not good enough because of this, because of that, I'm unworthy, I'm broken, whatever negative story it is. This is saying free yourself. And this person is in the process of freeing themselves. They are beginning to realize that they deserve love, and this is what is helping to attract this reunion within your connection. If you really want to know in depth how this person truly feels about you, please check out my Dear Beloved message readings. They're $11.11, that's US dollars. They're not personal readings, but basically I created a really powerful oracle deck where I channeled messages from the Divine Masculine Collective. So when you book a reading, I email you the very in-depth description of the card, which is about 1,000 words in length. Please remember to check your junk email. I have to resend some of them because they don't seem to come through into the main email folder, and so they get lost. But I have really amazing reviews of those readings. Again, they're called the Dear Beloved message readings. Please check them out by clicking on the link below this video. Please subscribe to my channel as well if you haven't already. It really helps me to grow my channel. I'm really reaching for that 200k subscribers. And if you do subscribe, please tap the bell icon, turn on all notifications, and that way you'll be notified every time I release a new reading. Thank you so much for joining me here, and I really hope that you have an amazing Christmas, amazing holidays. Thank you so much. Bye.